Why does issue management come up with an academy running courses in psychology, human behavior, communications, in problem solving and strategic thinking? Well, and why do we run these courses not only for the issue management community, but also for everybody who's interested within Mehr? That's because Homo sapiens is an impulse-driven animal. And it's hardwired towards emotional reactions. 200,000 years ago, our ancestors were living basically in a very unforgiving environment. Even when they were not prey, which was almost all the time, their prey could turn the trick around pretty fast, and so the hunter became the hunted. So it was a very tactical environment, sometimes operational, almost never strategical, by definition. So they had to act very, very fast, and hormones are the nature's greatest trick for that. Hormones are making us very focused, very motivated, high in energy, and fast. And this is still our basic response pattern, especially when we are under stress. Stress having two components. Number one, that we are in a situation that we never experienced before, so we have no knowledge that we can draw from the past. And number two, the lack of time, which is the case in almost all the issues that we have. The big difference is that the issues we are dealing with are usually complicated, they are complex, they are strategically driven, and they have got lots of moving parts. And the tactical, hardwired response system that we have gives that no credit. In order to overcome those impulses, we first have to get an understanding of the structure and the system, that produces them. So we have to get a meta level of understanding to be able to hack these hardwired responses. It is like Albert Einstein said, you cannot solve a problem with the same consciousness that created it. And this is basically what these human behavior courses are about. They are giving you the latest and greatest from neurosciences, and they are explaining, why the neocortex was the last part that was built in the evolutionary process of coming up with a brain, and why it is just there to inhibit the impulses coming from the lower structures. In order to understand a given situation, the most important thing that we have to understand is our fellow humans. So what we have is three approaches towards that. Number one is a very logical approach. Basically, we are learning how to listen to people in a very different way. It is not just, listening to what they say, but also to how they say it, and from there to build a reference system that helps us to be much more effective in the onwards communication. And the second of these techniques that is also a course is about empathy. It is about an emotional approach. It is basically empathy mapping. It gives you the chance to feel what the other person is feeling and to be in their shoes, at least for a moment. But of course, there are also third parties that we never meet personally. Institutions or agencies that we never get into a personal face-to-face contact with, or at least not in the first phase of the situation that we are in. So for this we developed the LIFT booklet, which is a tool set that helps us understanding the motivations of an agency or of an unknown entity and to probably project their course of action. And then we're coming to the processing bit, right? All this information we have, taken in now, and now we have to process it. And during the processing, we have to avoid the logical fallacies, these hardwired cognitive failures that we are having, basically shortcuts that our brain comes up with to make us faster in reacting. But in this case, we don't want fast. We would like to have, the whole picture. We would like to get all the facts together. And for that, we developed the systematic thinking toolkit that helps us, and that guides us with modules through a process that helps us understanding all the bits and details. And then we're coming to the actions. Now, we have to kick the stuff out. We have to do things. We have to organize stuff. And for this, we have courses in moderation, in facilitation, in rhetorics and rhetoric arguments, that how to use them and also how to counter them in the case that they are used against us. So, and then we've got innovative strategies. So how to come up with innovative strategies that are non-linear, that are not obvious, and that are very often also coming up with lateral thinking. all of these courses together will give you a new and different understanding of situations, and this understanding will help you to be ultimately more efficient in pursuing your goals. Please feel invited to join us at the Issue Management Academy. All courses will be scheduled in the curriculum and will be held live in Berlin twice a day, and they will be of course broadcasted to all various time zones. In case you missed a course that you're interested in, everything is recorded and you can download it afterwards. I hope to see you in the Issue Management Academy.